bid a very good morning to one and all present here. Every morning is a blessing from the Almighty to grab opportunities, to exhibit and excel ourselves in the path of success. Today is one such great day for all of us to excel and groom ourselves with one of the most knowledgeable persons. I take this moment with immense pleasure on behalf of Noble International School to give a hearty welcome to our chief guest, the resource person of the day, Dr. DTPS-shiksha. He is also a space scientist, educationalist, spiritual director, motivational speaker. He is also the well-known author of Life of Love, Rhythm of Life, and Life Made Simple. Once again, a very, very warm welcome to you, sir. And thank you for giving us your precious time to make us better teachers. I would like to extend my hearty welcome to the pillars of Noble International School. First and foremost, our Honorable Principal, Sir, Mr. Shibu Abdul Rashid, Vice Principals of Noble International School, VP Academics, Mr. J. Monjoy, VP CCA, Mr. Robin Joes, Head of Sections, Mr. Shihabuddin, Mr. Nazar, Mrs. Asma Roshan, and their HODs, and my dear teachers. A very, very warm welcome to you all for the session. School teachers, youth formation. Without any further delays, I would like to call upon our Honorable Principal, Sir, to come forward to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, sir.
Most honorable guest of the day, Dr. DTPS-shiksha, Vice Principals, Heads of Sections, my dear teachers, very fine good morning to you all. Firstly, let me express a word of apology to Shashivkumar sir for being late for 10 plus minutes due to some unforeseen reason here. Dear teachers, regarding the resource person, what we class, and he has proved how effectively a teacher can explain things to others. Because after the session, actually, we people were with him. We were seeking his blessings and advices because the way he presented the session was in such a beautiful way where nobody can compete or nobody can compare the knowledge what he shared with us. And if you are going through the profile, the time allotted for me, it won't be enough to explain in front of you. Last day when I was having a talk with him, sir was literally asking to me, please inform the teachers to be ready with questions, because rather than being a presenter from his side, he would like to answer to the teachers with the queries, with the concerns or with the doubts what the teachers are having. He is academically, if I am just mentioning his qualifications in his profile, he is a postgraduate in MSc, MPhil, and he is a PhD holder with LLB, MBA, and MS. He is the former Deputy Director of Director General of Security, Cabinet Secretariat, Government of India. He is the Director of UGC Academic Staff College, Calicut University, Kerala. He is a scientist in Advanced Data Processing Institute, Research Institute in Hyderabad, in Program Planning and Project Management in ISRO Headquarters, Bangalore. He is also having the experience, the rich experience as a professor and HOD in Business Administration, AEC, JNTU, Hyderabad. And over and above, he is closely connected with, throughout the world, the people those are in the field of education. And being an educationist, over and above, a space scientist, being an educationist, he is giving all the guidelines, whatever services he can provide to the community for nourishing the future generation in the proper way. Without much ado, in the name of the whole noble family, it's my pleasure, sir, to invite you for having an interactive session with my teachers and for your kind information. Noble International School is a school with from KG to grade 12 with total 300 plus number of staff and 140 number of teachers. And in this session, as the epidemics grabbed all we people, we have arranged this session in different classrooms. The teachers are sitting with the minimum allowed number of participants. The teachers are sitting in different classrooms. 7 to 10 number of teachers are sitting in different classrooms. So multiple number of classrooms you can see with the screen they are watching you. I believe that the session will be fruitful. No doubt, with my experience, I can say, no doubt the session will be fruitful to all my dear teachers. Please go ahead, clear your doubts. Just have a very strong interaction with sir, and definitely he will clear your concerns or doubts, whatever. Wishing you all the very best, sir. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation and joining with us. It's over to you, sir, please.
Namaskaram, namaskaram. So, Shibu, you were kind enough to host me after 3 years now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. One of the biggest program which I had after that session was Kuwait invited me, and I was in Kuwait for 17 days.
Oh God, okay.
Each day one school.
Very good, sir.
So that was to address the teachers only. Probably a sequence of teachers program which I had was that, and I casually meet a lot of social communities in the evening. Some of them kept asking me, sir, are you coming? Some children will ask me, sir, are you coming tomorrow to my school? I said, yes, how do you know? I said, tomorrow holiday for us. The happiest day, because teachers are engaged by me, schools were given holidays. So probably in Kuwait, many Indian schools got holidays because of my visit. It's a rare opportunity for a speaker to give such. There were, I think your number was with me because you contacted me once and I kept on messaging you. Probably you lost my number, so you did not get, because I only give broadcast messages.
Yes, sir.
So
sir.
if you have saved my number, definitely my message will come to you. That's one thing which I do. Why I am saying is, just before few minutes, I was talking to somebody from my native. I am from Kannur, Kerala, the north of Kerala. One of the student was contacting me, who was doing +2. Then I asked, how do you know me? Then her father is in Dubai, Ummarguti, who listened to my radio program maybe 5 years back. So 5 years back, the student is only in 7th class. So when she is in 12th class, he has a doubt where to contact, whom to contact to get proper guidance. So he saved my number 5 years back and is in probably the first time contacting me after that today. Why am I saying this in advance? Because probably Noble School is only one school where I am giving a lecture for nobody was in contact so far. Generally what happens in good school, how do I rate a school is very good? When my program is announced, is one teacher contacts me from that school saying that, yeah, I came to know that you are coming to my school. I got your name, advertisement came. That means your school is a dynamic school. But I didn't get. It's not the first time. Maybe 15 years back, when communication was not that good in digital, I remember when I went to one of the schools in one of the best schools in Delhi. They claim themselves as one of the most advanced school with a lot of, today it's very common, digital classrooms. But 15 years back it was not. So I was deputy director in PM's office. Every day morning I used to visit different schools as a guest for the assembly and all that. That was a lavish time for me, because we have government vehicle, they take me different places. We have a police group coming along with me because I was with the Director General of Securities Office. So police drives the vehicle, and school also show it as a great pride, But then what do I do when somebody claims as one of the best, and the director was a retired brigadier? So he was mentioning my school is very advanced. So what I did was I picked up all the email addresses of the school teachers and sent a message nearly to 120 people. And I said none of them returned a reply with me. So that shows probably teachers are the busiest people. They don't find time. So if you want to be, as the topic is given, the role of teachers for guiding youth, you have to be too dynamic. When I speak to children, students in different colleges, when I speak to young, today morning also the father did not contact me. The child took the number from the father and contacted. The youth is active. And I'm sure some teachers after the program also they contact. But they will only ask, my daughter has a problem, my son has a problem. But they don't ask for common students. I think the teachers have to consider their students as their children. And you have a great responsibility. I must thank Noble School administrators, Shibu, Alisha, Fatima, who gave few words, the head of the departments, vice principals, all the teachers. Why I started with this is because every moment, if you are not active, probably in any other profession, you will get lot of firing. In any company, if the product is not good, immediately the producer knows whether the product is good or bad. Right? Education is the only place where you don't know how to evaluate your product. It is not the academic score, the marks which you get based on the question paper which you prepare, based on what you give, becomes the ultimate product, good or bad. There are very good children who score very good marks, beautiful children, they will present very good. The other day I was talking to one of the clubs in Dubai, where nice presentation, blah blah blah. But most of the content had lot of mistakes, because that is written and given by somebody. The child is able to present. When the child is able to present, you think that they are good. If you know how to by heart things and use beautiful English, they believe that the student is very good. And such students are generally pushed forward for presentations. I found all of them, most of them fail. I don't say all of them. Most of them fail in their career because a day will come they realize it is not replicating, reproducing what somebody has written is not what is education. You have to be creative. Communication skill is not speaking blah blah. Now what I am doing is communication skill. Yeah, that's not communication skill. Communication skill is only when you can reflect, you can understand, absorb. It is not writing examination academically. Yeah, questions are answered, so you are communicated. No. What is taught is tested is academics. I'll repeat again. What is taught is tested is academics. But life is not that. In life, we get tested and we ourselves get taught. Lot of test will be there in the life as you move on. And each problems is a test. And we have to prove that we become successful. And that is tested first, and then that lesson which we gain ourselves becomes something like a lesson for us. That's why I say I have got a lot of life lessons with me. In academics, lessons are given first. But in life, lessons comes later, after the test. So I'm sure our aim in academics have to change. It is not testing the students. Unfortunately, we cannot change the system. The new education policy also proposed a lot of changes in Indian academics. But I must have given many lectures, but I keep telling all of them, no policies can change. No policies can change. Academics change is not in the hands of policies or government. Academic change is only with the teachers in the classroom. Let the policy be anything, but teachers are good, you can make differences. I am not talking from administrative point of view, though I was most of the time an administrator, but I choose to become a teacher. That's why I took my retirement. Until last 2 months back also, I was a mathematics professor in BBA, MBA colleges, where we see a lot of children. I was teaching presence of mind, communication skill, mathematical ability, logical reasoning, analytical skill, which were supposed to be the ground base learning should have happened from 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th class. And I am talking to children who are all academically performed with A plus, 90 plus, 95 percentage, but terribly bad. Little mathematics also they failed to answer. I can't find fault with those children because I keep saying that teachers always believe my job is to give some marks and then pass them to the next class. So a third class teacher is very happy with all of them are passing to fourth class. Even if you are a failure student, I am sure in today's academic world, they will go to next class. Because failure is not there. Failure is not in exams. Probably they don't learn anything, still you can pass exams. Therefore, academics is so worst today. And you are all the leaders and torchbearers in that. Yesterday, I was talking to one of my classmates who was with me when I was in 8th, 9th, 10th and all. So I was asking him the age difference between me and my 8th class classmate is approximately 5 years. Then I asked him, how come you are 5 years elder than me? Then he said, up to 8th class, he failed 5 years. Understood? But I don't think today up to 8th class, anybody fails 5 years. Even if they get less marks, parents are scared, worried. They will come and make a lot of problems in that. That was not the case because proper filtering was given. That's why new education policy gives a proposal. People can go out of those schools and then spend and come back later. That is going to be implemented like a flexible. But I don't think that will get implemented. The policy it is there because parents won't change, teachers don't change. Therefore, students cannot change. So what are we doing? With half knowledge, we are passing the students to the next. But for namesake, we conduct a test. Imagine a doctor is also conducting a test which is called pathology. Right? They also test you. All the laboratory tests and a progress report will come. The pathological report will come with a lot of parameters. Your glucose content is this. All the different parameters of your blood, all the health parameters, BP, sugar, everything is tested. Assume that they find some lacuna in that. Some parameters are not acceptable. Do you think the doctor will say go home? Doctor will look at you, prescribe medicines, and again they will test after few doses of medicine to see whether your problem is totally solved or not. That process is called laboratory test. That is what is called examination. Urine examination, blood examination. So test and examination is used by two communities in this world. One is teachers, second is doctors. Only difference between doctors and teachers, doctors will not discharge the patients without rectifying. Teachers, what do? With all the trouble, they will clear the case and pass to the next. And the next doctor also will pass to the next. You are actually washing your hands without doing proper. And in case if there is some problem with the student, if the student is not able to understand 8th class mathematics, what do? You will tell them you are a bad student because 7th class you did not do well. Always they find fault with the other doctor. Can you imagine a doctor test you and find some problems in your body? Will they tell you that it is the problem of the earlier doctor who treated you? Okay, they may tell you at some cases. But do they treat you well and then rectify the problem, or again scold you for that? Scolding the patient is not the solution by the doctors, or finding fault with the parents is not the solution for the problems of the patient. Similarly, the problems of the students have to be really understood by teachers. They have a lot of problems. Again, why am I telling this? In the beginning, why did I choose to give an example of one student? I am sure when a student in 12th class who contacts a person who have never physically seen, never spoke to, that her father directs her to speak to me. Imagine in her life she must have seen hundreds of teachers from LKG, UKG up to 12th class, different subjects, many guest speakers in their own school physically would have come. They would have a lot of relatives who are all teachers, 100%. In the society, they would have met a lot of people whom they know physically also, seen physically. They are known to each other. But a student in 12th class contacts me for a guidance. I understand all those people who are in contact with her, she found that they are all useless. All the teachers who taught her are not able to guide. That is why that student is contacting me. So is it not a great failure from a teacher that they are not able to prove themselves useful to guide the students? Why they are not going to that principal who taught her in their schools? I know that school, one of the best schools in that Kannur Taliparamba area. But she is not able to contact the principal. She is not able to contact her teachers in different subjects. Where should I go to study the next? Is it not when a doctor tests, the doctor will tell you where to go to the next specialist if you want to go. This is the specialist you have to go. I am sure this is not guided properly. We have got counseling cell, all that for structure, for appearance, advertisements, beautiful. But they are not, the students are not feeling confidence in contacting teachers. The students are not finding teachers qualified enough to guide them to get into the higher places. If that is not happening, my worth, Dr. TPS, that's my name. So I keep saying I am for teachers, I am for parents, and I am for students. That is TPS. Teachers, parents, and students. Most of them come back to me because they find faith, they find something more can be obtained. As soon as the student contacted me today, I must have given 5 different videos for the student to see what can be done after plus 2. Specifically mentioned, these are all the different courses which you can do. Because when many people ask me, what I do is I make a video and then send it to them and say that you look at it. And further you have some discussions required, come back to me. I can have a one-to-one. So I take one-to-one with the students and also ask them this one-to-one I am going to post into YouTube because it's highly generic. Many people will use it. So all my videos are not created from dreams. It is created from the real requirement by the students who approach me. That's what I am doing. So I am 100% sure what is essential is not lectures. What is essential is not thinking what you require and I speak, because there are plenty of them available. teachers classes, empowering to student, all that is available. But have you seen beautiful videos of great lecturers? I also follow many of them. If a physics teacher can answer which is the physics teacher who motivated that, who is the mathematics teacher who motivated me to become the best mathematics teacher? Do we have anybody like that? When I am in that profession, that's what I should do. I should also hook up on to somebody who is an acharya. I'm sure if you ask a film actor, immediately they will tell you, yeah, I want to be like this. He's a great actor. Then I can 100% know that this actor has got passion. Do we have such samples? Do we create somebody as my role model to know that this is where I wanted to learn something really? When I meet him next, I want to ask a lot of questions. How did you become like this? I am 100% sure, whichever profession you are into, the big business people, they have got great business role models. The actors, they have got great actor role models. Many of them, different field. You ask an agriculture person who is in the farm, they will tell you this is one of the greatest agriculture person who created a change in the world. I wanted to be like him. How many teachers in their profession has this passion to identify and make a difference? And what is the difference you can make? I have teachers, good teachers. I have got my students became teachers whom I taught when they were in graduation, and they retired now. But when I meet them, they will tell you, sir, you told me this once upon a time. So during my chemistry classes, she got transferred in many places in Kerala throughout government service. And one contract, what she has with the students is, all my students will pass chemistry in 10th class with the distinction mark. We don't expect 90-95 for 3 or 4 good children and the rest of them are below 60. No. Actually, the best students, they don't want anybody to get. Any coaching, any guidance, any direction is not required. Probably the worst children also not required. The mediocres, worst children anyway, they don't care. That is what I believe. Having spoken to millions of students, teachers and parents in this world, I always look upon teachers with great expectancy, great expectation, looking at what role they can play in changing the youth. Because I believe teachers are not great, sometimes students are more greater. Vivekananda is made as Vivekananda by a teacher, but Vivekananda is the one who made that teacher famous and then known to the world. Otherwise, nobody would have known Ramakrishna. So I'm 100% sure, if you get a good student, definitely it will be a great blessings for each one of you. I am blessed with large number of good children. Each one of them get into higher and higher steps. I feel so proud. And when they acknowledge that, yeah, it is because of you that I am here today, we understand, yes, there are a lot of examples. A lot of my projects are available. One of the best project soon after my retirement, which I did in Palakkad. Icon projects. You must look at it. This is what I want. Can I get the screen with all the different groups of teachers, because I am only seeing me and the other 2 people on the top. Maybe the host can show everybody together. Yeah, then I know that there are at least a few more. No, I am seeing only room number 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and another 3. Yeah. So each room can be projected. It could be better so that I feel that, yeah, there are somebody. Otherwise, I am only talking to camera. That feeling should not be there. Good. You have few more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, good. So now I like I thought I will speak only 20 minutes. I think approximately I took 20 minutes. That's what I do. But we can have as many questions as you want. You can ask me. That will be what I am expecting from you. Yeah. So I open myself for all the questions, or if you have already watched me on YouTube, maybe some comments. Some of the schools, what they do is they already must have seen me on the YouTube and ask me, in this video, this you spoke like this, give a clarification. That means you are active. Yeah, I can speak like this maybe hours together. Maybe I am one who had made records on my talks, because with 48 hours also I spoke non-stop without a break. But I don't think that worth now, because digitally for last 1 year every day I am projecting one. Yesterday I had 3 classes. Day before yesterday another 3. Today afternoon again I have got 1. So I keep on doing it. There are hours and hours of lectures. So what I believe is good interaction.